Well, proud of our kids tonight. First half I thought was pretty good. I thought Ashley came in and did a nice job for us off the bench, really got us going, just changed the whole complexion of the game, and got us out to a little bit of a cushion there at halftime. Obviously, Charlie with 20 rebounds was a monster, but 12 of them were offensive. But then you're concerned about her field goal percentage. And so, she's getting a lot of attention. She's having to score in the forest because there's a lot of people close by. And so, but man, 20 rebounds, that's a full night's work right there. And she did a great job for us, got 12 of our 17 offensive rebounds. Joanne had 4 of them. I thought Joe was really special the first half. Again, what she did allowed us to kind of get out into a good lead. But when your 2 wings go 11 for 21, that's always a good sign. And her and Celeste both had that 6 for 11, 5 out of 10. So we didn't shoot it well from 3, 6 for 25. And we've got to work on that. Obviously, we've got to be better there, and because that's how people are guarding us. And so we'll keep working on that. But I love 54 points allowed. That's under our goal of 60. I love 35% field goal percentage defense, and I love the fact we only put them on the line 12 times. So those are all numbers that, in my mind, allow us to have a chance to win. We didn't shoot it great again, 34%. And 24 from 3, but we did go 79% at the line, and we got to the line 24 times. So, again, always good to win in the league. Proud of my kids. Again, I thought we had some kids really impact the game tonight. Ashley in the second quarter, and late in the first quarter, and then in the second quarter, and then we got to sustain some foul trouble with Celeste, and so we'll move on and get ready for the next one. With Iowa State.
Danny Davis, please.
Vic, first, is there an update on Audrey?
No.
And then in that first, I guess this is the second quarter, Joanne got open twice for 3 on plays where they really focused their attention on Charlie in the post. How important is it for you guys to be able to knock down those shots when Charlie's getting that much attention?
Yeah, it's critical. I mean, we've got kids that got to be able to make shots. Her and Celeste, Charisma, they got to make shots. Tonight wasn't Charisma's night, but all her shots were good shots. She just got to make them. And so, Joe she was 2 for 3, I think, at halftime. And Celeste was 6 for 11, but only 1 for 5 from 3, but that's okay. Again, Joe got to the line 7 times, Charlie 13 times. So, we just got to stay aggressive. We just can't be a passive team that's going to just toss it around the perimeter and not try to attack gaps and get in the heart of the zone. We have got to be aggressive there. And, every position, point guard, 2 and 3, have got to be aggressive.
Were you more pleased this game with your teams, especially your guards, taking those open shots? I know that was something you were disappointed with it after the Tech game.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Danny, we got to take them, and we got to make them. Got to get in the gym and shoot. And you're here at Texas, you got to make shots. That's all I can tell you. And people are going to give, if they have the audacity to not guard you, then you got to make them pay.
Bob Alou.
What's up, Turf?
How you doing? Not to say that the adversity's over, because I know you got a big one coming up and a bunch of big ones after that. But sometimes when you lose a couple games, do you just need one like this?
Well, you always need a win, and for us, I mean, tonight, obviously we did some things well. I thought the press was okay. We were good at times and probably wore them down. I'm a little concerned, Bob, about my group. We looked really lethargic, I thought, in the fourth quarter. And I don't know, we didn't do a whole lot Monday. When we came back, we lifted, we watched film, and we shot. We just didn't do a whole lot. And then we had a good 2 hours yesterday and got after it. And then I thought our energy, again, I thought Ashley really picked up the tempo when she came in. But, it's always good to win. It always makes things better. And again, I thought we did some good things tonight. But we still have so much work to do. And again, played Charlie out there at the 4 a lot. And, tonight with Lauren in there in that big lineup. And, defensively, that changes us. And I've got to get Charlie used to doing that. She hadn't played a lot out there on the perimeter and guarding 3-point shooters. And so we got to work on that. So it's just, there's not a time in the day for me.
And then I know with Charlie, the field goal percentage isn't good, but a lot of offensive rebounds. I know she said you kind of joked with her about padding her stats, but do you think that the aggressiveness of getting rebound after rebound after rebound is something that's going to just only build her confidence? Is that something she kind of needs to?
Well, hey, we say it all the time. If you're struggling in one area, help me win in another area. Getting 20 rebounds is going to help us win. And you got to love her tenacity and her ability to pursue the basketball. So, it wasn't like they weren't real big. They had some big kids on the other team tonight, and she's down there battling tooth and nail. What I want to work with her on tomorrow is catching it in a crowd and finishing in a crowd, not sticking it on the ground and bouncing it, but just quick ups, catch it up, keep it up, going up. We worked on that yesterday because I've seen her now a little bit in the past few games struggle a little bit with that. So we're gonna keep working on that, and because you know what, that kid's gonna always put herself in a position to get double-digit rebounds every night, and so we gotta help her get to where she can make those stickbacks.
Riley, go ahead.
Hey, Coach, after both the West Virginia and Texas Tech losses, you spoke of not underestimating teams no matter what the record is coming into the game. How big of a point of emphasis was that for you guys coming into this TCU game, as TCU is only 1-5 in conference?
Yeah, Riley, I don't really talk about a lot of that. I respect everybody, and I think they get that with my demeanor in practice and in focus. I don't have a lot of time for a lack of focus and horseplay and things like that. So I think they know when they step between the lines, it's time to go to work. I did remind them that this group jumped out on Texas Tech 20-4 in Lubbock when they played them here a week ago. So we needed to be ready to play. And so, other than that, that's really all we talked about.
And one more follow-up for you. You all might have expected it, but not being ranked in the top 25 Monday, do you think that provides some motivation for your team coming to this game, kind of knowing maybe that you guys had to make a little bit of a statement and take advantage of the opportunities you were given?
I don't know if, I didn't know that we weren't in the AP. I knew that we were 24 in the coaches poll, the USA Today coaches poll, but I didn't really even look, to be honest with you, Riley, because I figured, as much, and I got other things to worry about besides where we're ranked. So I think for these kids, more importantly than that is just realizing that you're playing at Texas and everybody's coming for you. And, whether these kids have done anything to merit that or not, the fact of the matter is it doesn't matter. You got Texas on your chest and they're coming for you. And, you've got to respect that. You've got to own it, wear it. And part of that is preparing. And then part of that is having a competitive spirit. There's just no excuse for not having a competitive spirit. I don't care if we're playing some 3-name directional school. It doesn't matter. You've got to have a competitive spirit, and I think that's the biggest thing is competing. It's hard to play for me if you aren't a competitor. I just don't even have any friends that aren't competitors, to be honest with you, Riley. I mean, I don't hang out with people like that. I don't hang out with passive people. It's just me. So consequently, my team needs to, and our student athletes, our players have got to be that way too, or it's hard.
Last questions to Danny Davis, please.
Vic, you mentioned her a little bit, but in that second quarter, you gave Ashley a lot of playing time, and she definitely held her own out there. Just overall impressions of her play and how much she's grown from a player, as you've mentioned before. You didn't recruit, you inherited her and had to kind of figure out her, once campus. How much has she grown into her role this season.
She's my Energizer Bunny, and she's got to be that person for us, really. You know, don't turn it over. I've told her, just run my team. Don't turn it over. You know, she didn't have any turnovers tonight, and did a nice job for us. Had 1 rebound, and 1 assist. So just run my team, get the ball where it needs to get to, and then be that defensive tenacity kid. She's going to always take a charge. She'll step in front of her freight train. I mean, she's you know, she's good about that. So I'm proud of her. She keeps working every day, and she'll get better. I need her to you know, I need her to make shots when people aren't going to guard her, and I need her to get to her spot and maybe get to the heart and be able to make some decisions there. But, you know, as far as a freshman goes, I mean, you know, she's doing a great job. You know, both her parents are coaches, so she's a typical coach's kid. She's smart, heady, tough. I mean, and I love her. So she played well tonight. Again, I thought she was the difference in the second quarter for us.
Coach, thank you, sir.
All right. Praise the Lord and hook 'em horns.